Hi everybody, welcome to today's topic, the stamp duty holiday. How could or should it be extended? But first a quick introduction. My name's David Hanna of Cornerstone Tax, and before we get into today's subject, let me just say that if you wait to the end of the video, I'm going to give some clues as to how you can personally extend the stamp duty holiday, even if the government doesn't. So, what's been happening? Well, as we've all seen, we've had this stamp duty holiday, but it has a cliff edge at the 31st of March. If you can't complete before then you're going to pay an extra 15,000 SDLT. And there's been a debate in Parliament, and so far the government has said nothing. But what could have happened? What should have happened? Well, generally when tax rates rise in this country, when the government publishes draft legislation, it includes a thing called transitional provisions. And that's basically a big word that says what happens if you've exchanged contract before the change but can't complete until after. And generally people get the benefit of having exchanged before contract so that their completion is deemed to still be inside the holiday. In other words, you can opt out of it, but generally if you had exchanged contracts before, say, budget day, then you would still get the benefit of the holiday. And I have to say, it's still open for the Chancellor to do that. That would at least ensure that everybody who is stuck in this conveyancing logjam that's been created by lockdown at least gets the benefit and doesn't suffer because the legal profession has been overwhelmed and hamstrung by the holiday and by this second extended lockdown. What else could the Chancellor do? Well, we, along with several other people, have called for him to phase out the holiday, to reduce the benefit by £5,000 a month over 3 months until we have a return to normal. And indeed Cornerstone has called for him to introduce a new nil rate band of £300,000 because that would actually remove most property purchases in the UK from the stamp duty net, and those which contribute relatively little to the overall stamp duty yield. Now, I said at the start of the video I was going to tell you how to extend the stamp duty holiday yourself. And if you're interested in learning more in detail, if you register your interest on the link below, we'll be able to send you a tip sheet as to how it can be achieved. But the truth is that during the debate on the stamp duty holiday, which was conducted in Parliament as a result of a people's petition on YouGov, the Chief Secretary to the Treasury, Jesse Norman, actually said what could happen. He said, I would remind the country and this House that we have a thing called substantial performance. Now, what does that mean? Well, substantial performance occurs when you either take possession of the property before completion, or you pay all or nearly all of the consideration, the price due under the contract. Now, it's clear that it's not going to be easy for you to move into your vendor's house if he's still there, or it could get cosy, but you'd probably be breaking COVID regulations. And similarly, your solicitor will be telling you don't pay over 90%, even if you had it. But because of the complexity of the SDLT rules, there are a couple of ways you can achieve both of those, or one of those if you prefer. And the net effect is to bring the tax date forward to the date when you substantially perform. So you can bring yourself into the SDLT holiday and then wait for completion and still get the benefit. Now, doing this is a complex legal tax thing, and that's why we've asked you to register your interest, because you will need advice and you will need, in all cases, the cooperation of your seller. But I guess if he wants to sell his house and move, you're probably going to get that. Now, if you've liked this video, please click like and subscribe and you'll receive updates on future videos, and indeed you can check out our YouTube channel for other topics on stamp duty, property and the UK property economy. I've been David Hanna. Thank you for listening.